What's up, gamers? How you doing? It's John. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at my PlayStation 4, which is jailbroken, meaning removing manufacturer limitations and adding your ability to add additional software that weren't necessarily intended for the PlayStation 4 hardware. And big shout out to my good friend Kurt, aka Kubert1 here on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel below. He's been a huge help in this process. And what I can do now on my PlayStation 4 is play PlayStation 1 games. I can also play Saturn games. And it will also play PlayStation 2 games as well. I'll do a follow-up video on that shortly. But without any further ado, let's take a closer look at I'm going to show you how you package the game together, the ROM together, and then you can load it on using a USB stick into the PS4, show you that process, and show you how the actual games run on the PS4. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look. Thanks for watching. Is go to your PC, and you're going to have to download the package installer, so I went and did that. So first, we're going to check out Saturn. Open up the program for Saturn. First thing I do is select the game that you want. It's got to be a Q file. It can't be a bin, a bin file, because it will not work properly. Make sure it's Q. We're going to start with Road Rash. There's also various options. You can configure it, customize it. You can actually do widescreen or stretch, which actually makes the whole screen widescreen. And what's cool, it doesn't really stretch it like where it's all like disproportionate in size. There's also a true transparency option too, which will help with some of the shadowing that Saturn was kind of bad at. So it actually improves the look of the game. You can add borders. You can add really cool things as well. Once you're done with that, we're going to click Create Package. And you can see just really quick. Next, I'm going to select my next game. I usually put all my games in a folder on my computer. Do Daytona USA. It automatically names the title. It recognizes the name, pulls the title of the game. See below. You can always change the name of the title you want it to appear. We're going Create. I usually save it to my desktop or save it to wherever you want to save it to. It takes about 5 to 10 seconds. Not too bad, depending on the size of the file. Oh, gotta go back to, let's go back. I'm in the wrong area there. Gotta go back to General. Now select it. Earthworm Jim 2, which is a great game. I love this. We're going to select True Shadows and widescreen. See how that looks. Give you a comparison. Again, save it to the desktop. Alright, saved. Go General, select one more game. We'll do Panzer Dragoon Saga. Now, this game has 4 discs. I'm not quite sure how you can load 4 discs. I gotta still look into how you can load 4 discs into a package. I'm sure there's a way. I know you can do it on the PlayStation 2 package. Edit software here, but I'm not quite sure how you do it on the Saturn. I'm sure there's a way. So I'll have a follow-up video to show you how that's done. But we'll just do the first disc. This game's a little bit bigger game, so it's going to take a little more time. One of the more hard to find games for the platforms, certainly. Next, we're going to check out PlayStation 1. Thousands of games on the PlayStation 1, obviously. So we're going to open that package. It's very similar to the Saturn. We're going to select the game. In this case, it's got to be a bin file, not Q. It's a little bit different. I'm not quite sure what those 1, 2, 4 do, to be honest with you, but in this case, you have to change the title of the game. It's just called PSX game. You have to change it. You also notice you have to change the NP file title as well. Change the NP title. It's gonna, if you save another package, it's gonna copy right over the same the previous package. So definitely, that's gonna be really important to do. Try Herc's Adventure. This is a really fun Lucas Arts game that it's up there. For me, it's up there outside of Star Wars games that they created, of course. It's up there with Zombie Ate My Neighbors as one of the better, in my opinion, games out there, for sure. Day of the Tentacle is another great game they did for the PC, but Herc's Adventure is kind of a harder game to find for the PlayStation. Awesome game. Definitely want to check it out. Really quick, really simple to package his games. We'll do Hydro Thunder, a great arcade port. Again, change the title. We're going to change the NP title as well. When you change the title, that's how it's going to appear in the system when you load the game up. We'll try Gran Turismo 2. I'm not quite sure if this is the right game version or not, to be honest. So we'll try it, see if it works. Love Gran Turismo, the series. Played it all the time in college and had the steering wheel, all that good stuff too. It was awesome. It's another game that has multiple discs. Now we're going to check out PlayStation 2, so I'll go show you that real quick, how that works. Similar, you can see in this version you have various discs you can select, which is cool. So we're going to check out Ghostbusters, the video game. There's only one disc. This is where you can select different options as far as enhancements to the game. You can do upgrades. We're going to take all those away. I've had issues getting some of these games to run at full speed. That's why I'm going to have a follow-up video to show you once I figure it out. Now, what's also, you have mobile play using the Vita, which is really cool. So you can actually sync up to the Vita and play mobilely through the Vita, which is awesome. So that's a really cool feature. You can add images. So you can add like the title screen, box art, etc. We'll go and package it together. The next step is to save and drag these packages into a USB thumb drive and load it to the system. So plug it into the far left USB port in the front. Go to Package Installer, and these are all the games that we've packaged. So I'm going to install all, and it's going to take some time to load it. We're going to fast forward until it's done. So here we are, and you can now see these games are on here. Let's go to check out some of the Saturn games first. Let's check out Daytona USA. I love Daytona USA. It's a great arcade, great port for the PS1 Saturn rather. Let's check it out. What's really nice too is the load times are super quick. I've noticed on the PlayStation 4 opposed to Saturn. If you ever play this game on a Saturn, or a lot of games on Saturn, look at how cool is this button configuration controls. When you boot the game up, it shows you the controls, which is awesome. So R2 is C, and that's actually the gas in this game. I really loved the Saturn when it came out, and you can see no issues at all. It looks great. It plays in HD, which is awesome. We're going to check out arcade mode. I remember playing this game at GameWorks growing up and playing against like 8 people at a time, which is a lot of fun. We'll go to beginner. Sega was just king for racing games and even fighting games in the 90s. Amazing games they came out with for sure. Got to figure out what the button is to go forward here. There it is. Automatic or manual. Go to automatic. Go easy on myself. And here we are with a rolling start. You can see no frame drop. Looks pretty good. Definitely playable. See how it controls. Using the analog stick. Works great. Using the R2 button for gas. But yeah, plays great. You can also change the camera angle and all that good stuff too. Let's check a different game. This is Road Rash. This is a game I love for the Panasonic 3DO. One of my favorite games. Really good port for the Saturn as well. I'm going to skip through right to the gameplay because the intro has a lot of copywritten music in it, including songs from Soundgarden, which are amazing. Highly recommend this game. It's one of my favorite Road Rash games. I really wish EA would bring back Road Rash franchise. It's been some time that they've come up with a Road Rash. I can't even think of the last time they had a Road Rash game. Leave a comment below, let me know. But this game is a ton of fun. There's an arcade mode. I'm going to run this guy over. There's an arcade mode, which I'm playing here. But there's also a version where you can get money and buy bikes and kind of a career mode, so to speak, which is amazing. But you can see here, really no lag. Frame rate's great. And really controls well too and looks awesome. Notice it's got the wide screen. I also put the shadow effect too, right? True transparency on there as well. See if you notice a difference. Certain games, I'm sure, make a bigger difference than others. But it makes it full screen, but doesn't stretch it where it's like looks really bad. Some systems have done that before. PS4 does not. Here's Panzer Dragoon, probably one of the more expensive games for the system. Runs great. I had no issues booting this up. I just wanted to show you. You can see the intro, of course. This game's really popular because it's a really fun game. 1998. It's crazy it's been that long since the system came out. See, really quick load times. No issues there. This is how it kind of ran on the Saturn, right? You can see we got full screen here. Or semi-full screen, but it's definitely full screen. Here's some walking. Here's gameplay. It's been a while since I've actually played this game, but it's a really fun one. Definitely recommend it. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. We're going to show you some PlayStation 1 games. We'll start with... Oh, actually, I'll show you another one, Earthworm Jim 2 first, actually. This is a really fun one. Obviously ported to the Genesis. It was ported to the Sega CD, but great soundtrack. I love Earthworm Jim. That's another series I'd love for them to bring back. There's the controls. And the music, stellar, because it's on the CD. Really good music. No issues playing this game at all. Definitely playable. But all those Saturn games I've tried on the PS4 run really well. And Saturn's in the past has been kind of a difficult platform to emulate, but recently it's gotten really good, and definitely games are a lot more playable. Here we go into the gameplay. What a random game. You're playing as an earthworm. I mean, who would have thought? But super creative. It's like playing cartoon. Even the Genesis Super Nintendo ports are really good for this game. This is definitely one of the better ones. Oh, this guy keeps killing me. Got a heat-seeking gun there. That's cool. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. I'm just going to jump into the PlayStation 1 games now. Start with Herc's Adventure. This game, as I mentioned before, is LucasArts. Really fun. They had a lot of good gems outside of Star Wars games, of course. I would consider Zombie Ate My Neighbors up there. I'd consider this one, of course, on the top list for LucasArts games. Did the Tentacle, Sam and Max. There's quite a few that they released that were great, and this is definitely up there. And what's just a unique kind of platformer, 3D platformer. 3 different characters you can choose from. Really funny game. Came out about the time that Hercules came out by Disney, the movie, the cartoon movie. So Hercules, and of course you had the Hercules show, right? That was a really popular live action show. So Hercules was definitely popular in the 90s, and this game came at a good time because of it. The legendary hero. I used to love that show. There's a Cyclops you gotta fight, get some spears. You can throw sheep and stuff at the enemies, which is really funny. This guy takes a lot of hits. I'll show you Hydro Thunder. Another arcade port from the arcade, and a really good one at that for the PlayStation. Not quite, graphically not quite as good as the arcade, obviously. Arcade was superior, but this is a really great one for the home. I got this on standard, 4x3, not stretched. You can kind of see what it looks like. Midway. I do miss Midway. I think they're making slot machines now, which is really sad. No more games. Hydro Thunder.
Hydro Thunder!
You can access the memory slot through the PS4, which is awesome. 1 or 2 players. Let's do arcade mode. I've not unlocked all the races tracks yet, but we'll start with Thunder Park. It's easy. Or let's do Lost Island.
Choose your boat.
I haven't unlocked the other boats yet, but you can see some gameplay here. Some load time, but it's not too bad. And here is the gameplay. Now, Gran Turismo, I could not get. Gran Turismo 2, I could not get to work. I think it was my Game ROM version of it. It was not good. PlayStation 2, the Ghostbusters game, I could not get to work. It went really slow, but we're going to have a follow-up video. I'll do a follow-up video soon to show you that. Let me know what you guys think about this jailbroken PS4. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a comment, subscribing, all that great stuff. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, and, of course, game on.